Welcome everybody to episode 324 of the effing title. I am Big Husky.
And I'm DeNutte.
And we are back this week, and it is MagicCon week, DeNutte, or it was MagicCon week, I should say. The weekend is over now.
It's always MagicCon week.
It's always MagicCon week. For everyone who doesn't know, MagicCon does Magic the Gathering does MagicCon 3 times a year, I think it is, 4 times a year. Big convention. They announce and release stuff. DeNutte really doesn't pay much attention to it. I look at the previews of stuff, and then we watch the preview panel together. So I've already gotten a pre-look at things. Now, do I have a full grasp of everything? No, I've basically seen what they released on Twitter. I do have a 7-page Twitter rant thread that I made, so that's fun. And as
any retweets?
I've posted on some other people's things. And those have been getting some retweets and some views. And and the background here, you might see something familiar in the middle of it as a little preview of things. Yeah.
The Hobbit.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into this, and let's see if I don't break this again.
Amazing
but here we go.
to see you all. My name is Blake Rasmussen. I'm
Blake
one
again.
of your co-hosts today. I have the best
Can
job
you hear
on
it?
the planet because I get to just talk to you all about magic now and then.
You turn it up a little bit.
I'm Hillary Thompson. I'm a game producer for Magic.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is my first time on this stage. I'm really nervous. I usually work with Blake behind the scenes. Think of me as kind of a bridge between what happens at Wizards and what you hear as players.
So
you're the
today,
person that we should complain
you were
to.
in the right place because every year, about this time, we like to get a few thousand of our friends together and talk about what's coming up in the next year. So we are going to look at almost all of 2026. Pretty darn close.
Not
and
all
we're
of it,
going to start off with
Yeah,
the big
there's
We're
one
gonna
that-
start off
that
with
on
the first
October
look,
10th.
including preview cards, art, story,
find out
at
what it is.
Lorwyn Eclipse. Let's hear it for all the Lorwyn
Yeah.
fans out
So
there.
it's basically everything.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's a bunch of fats.
It's been
Just
a
like
minute
us.
since we've been to Lorwyn. A lot's changed, and so we're going to learn a lot about that. But we're going to go through, again, almost the entire year. We're going to announce some sets that we have not announced before. And as a bonus, we're not quite done with Final Fantasy yet, so there's going to be a little bit
Yeah.
at the end there for that.
More Final
But
Fantasy,
first,
DeNutte.
Before we get to that, we want to take a moment.
I'm like Kingdom Hearts.
2025 really has been one of the best years of Magic ever, and we want to take a moment.
I want to pause it right there because I saw something online that said this. This is going to be the only time I pause it, just so everyone knows if you're watching with us, if you're watching along with us. 2025 has been one of the best years for Magic.
Financially for him, sure.
That is the common thing that every single Magic the Gathering fan has said online, because they made a tweet saying this too, and they were like, "Yeah, for you financially it has been, but not for us as players, it has been that sort of thing."
Like, I know certain businesses that are they're laying people off, they're doing this and that, they're like you can't hire, they're hiring freezes, and then they'll release a thing that's it's the best year we've ever had.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they made the biggest thing I'll say with it is this is for 2025 for Magic, I didn't think it was that great. There was some good elements to it, but the whole reason why they're saying this has been a great year for Magic is simply because of 2 things. I'm gonna say, in my opinion, Husky's opinion, Tarkir. Tarkir was a very big. It was a big release. That's a much beloved region, universe, multiverse area, right? Final Fantasy making $200 million in day 1.
We were both pretty disappointed with the creature one, the Fantasy Creatures series.
Mm-hmm. So it's
Moment to celebrate that.
that's the only time I wanted to pause it.
Absolutely. This year was incredible. Since
200
we
million
returned to
one day is
play,
outrageous.
millions of
It is.
players, including more
But that's
new
because
players than ever before,
we're
have
seeing,
joined us in
in my
local game
opinion, we're
stores
seeing
together and playing
the
Magic.
Pokemon scalpers and the card
WPN
scalpers
stores now cover
slowly
84
turning to
countries
Magic now because
worldwide.
Magic keeps doing
Yeah.
all the Universe Beyond stuff and all of this. So when they
like
start
you
doing these
said,
limited rare
2025
cards,
might just be Magic's best year ever.
it won't be.
But we're gonna try and top it.
We're gonna
2026
try.
is gonna be the worst year
We
for
are gonna
Magic.
kick things off in January with Lorwyn Eclipsed. So
Calling it
to
right now.
dive into our first look, we are gonna bring to the stage Roy Graham. Come on, Roy.
Yeah, come on, Roy. I have no idea who these
Welcome,
people are.
Roy. All
Oh, it's that
we're
dude.
gonna sit down.
Yeah.
We're gonna get cozy.
Yeah, we liked him from last time.
Yes.
Yeah, Roy.
He's super jazzed
Lord
about
Eclipse.
Magic.
Hey, everybody.
He's just super jazzed.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Got it.
So the one thing I will say, I'm gonna
yeah,
pause it
so-
again, even though I said I wasn't going to. Apparently, Lorwyn, the universe of Lorwyn, is set in Celtic mythology. I didn't know that. I wasn't playing Magic when Lorwyn came out, so this is a
Okay.
completely new realm for me. But like, yeah, they
So
said
it's a
like,
return from a really old set.
yeah.
or is it when you took a break?
So there's two sets. So there's multiple sets this year. The two that we know of already, we're going back to places that we've already been to.
Like they said, I'm Roy Graham. I'm the Magic story lead. I work with some really incredible fantasy authors to bring these stories to life in the free web fiction
like,
we
this
release
look-
with
this
every
set looks really
And I
good.
work with game design to bring those
I also
stories
hate the fact
into the
that he just said
cards
that he's
and
the
see them
story lead when the
realized
story just
in
feels
the sets
lackluster at this
themselves.
point. Because he
People have been
seems
asking
dope.
for a return to Lorwyn for a long time.
Yeah.
Almost since the plane debuted, if you can believe that, a short over a decade ago.
You're making me feel a little bit old, but continue on.
Something like that.
And if you're a fan of Lorwyn, if you've been waiting all this time to go back, congratulations.
Have you been waiting to know?
If you're maybe newer to the
I-
plane,
I
if you're
keep
curious
thinking
about
Eowyn.
Lorwyn, I'm very
Eowyn?
happy
That's
to be the
funny.
one to bring you through it and tell you a little bit about it. Lorwyn is a whimsical plane inspired by
This guy gives
Celtic
off whimsical
mythology
energies.
Oh, there we go. You
populated
just said
by
it.
creatures as recognizable as elves and giants. And
There's-
things like
there's
that.
one
And then
card in this
we
set,
have some
DeNutte, that I
creatures
need.
that are a little less recognizable.
There's one that
It's a green.
Noggles.
Nope.
Any Noggles
Oh.
fans?
So many
In the
novel
audience?
fans in the
Yeah.
audience.
I do
yeah.
believe, if I
We got
remember
that
correctly,
right
it's,
there.
That's a
it's
novel
blue
section
black.
right over there.
But it's more than just
Interesting.
weirdos and
Okay.
Golden Gates on Lorwyn. Lorwyn is also a plane divided between two halves, light and shadow. So it's been a long
Racist.
time, obviously, since we went to Lorwyn. And we're bringing back some familiar faces in the story and in the card set. Let's see if you guys recognize any of them. Here, I think we can show you Sig,
Yeah, Sig.
one of the Marrow, any minute now.
All right. There he is.
Yeah, Sig.
He looks like
I'm not a merfolk.
dead man's chest, Davy Jones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Sig
true.
is one
There
of
you
the
go.
aquatic marrow, Lorwyn's answer to merfolk. We also have Ashling, who is one of the Flamekin,
Hell yeah.
sentient fire elementals.
Yes.
Bridget, one of the hardy and community-minded Kithkin.
Oh, yes, the
And
Kipkin.
though she's never gotten a card before, her sayings have been known through flavor text to boggarts all across Lorwyn. Auntie Grub making her debut in Lorwyn Eclipse.
Yeah.
I kind of like the card.
I like that card.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
I like
it's
that.
pretty exciting stuff. Last
This
time we were
set
on
does look
Lorwyn,
cool, I will say this.
a
I
few
bought
of
two collectible
these people
boosters
that
from this
we've been
for pre-order.
seeing helped stop the power-hungry fairy queen Una, who was trying to control the Aurora,
What?
a mysterious force that separated Lorwyn from its shadowy
like,
counterpart,
look at that, dude. Like, those looks
Shadowmoor.
Sick.
She wanted to keep those sides separate, divided, and unknown to each other. But Una's been gone for a long time now, and that means Lorwyn's true nature is beginning to reassert itself. One of the big, very exciting new changes to the cosmology of the plane is the emergence of two vast elementals, one for night and one for day, that bring the light or darkness
One of these is the
Shadowmoor
funniest
with
shit
them
ever,
wherever
by the
they
way.
walk.
The name of one of
and I
these, just
think
so
I
you know.
get to show you some pretty cool art of one of them. There we have Erdu, the day elemental, who brings the light of Lorwyn with him wherever it walks.
it's
Incredible. So you're mentioning that this plane has like two sides now, these two sides that are coming to life. What can you tell us about the dark side? Talk to us about Shadowmoor.
The dark side, you say? Do we have the... Is something happening to the lights out there?
Something's,
a
I don't know.
Oh.
spookier.
Oh,
Yeah, a little darker.
Does anyone feel their
Let's keep going.
darker parts beginning
Oh!
to...
Yeah.
Okay, that's
within
kind of cool.
them?
Not everything is light and airy as we see
Just
on
all
the
the
screen
same.
there.
Things.
So
Oh, yeah.
Shadowmoor is the more twisted, shadowy half of the plane. There, the trees become gnarled and kind of spooky and grasping, and thorns emerge from the foliage, and kind of general gloom settles over the landscape. But it's not just the landscape that changes in Shadowmoor, it's also the people.
Okay.
You might be a completely different person going into Shadowmoor than you were in Lorwyn. Now, in the past, in the original Lorwyn, the whole world used to change. The Aurora would move the plane itself from Lorwyn to Shadowmoor. That's not the case in our new return to Lorwyn. Now they coexist. They live side by side. Big.
I forgot if I pressed record
Our
or
next
not.
piece
Not
of
gonna lie to you.
art shows exactly that
Did you?
changeover.
Yeah, I pressed it.
Oh, yeah.
For a
right there.
moment there, I was
Okay,
kind
you're
of
like,
like,
Lorwyn and Shadowmoor, the
Okay, that's
light
kinda
and the
cool.
dark, coexisting, pushing right up against each other. And if you cross that barrier, if you walk into one or the other, you might not know who you are on the other side.
Now, I think we've gone long enough without a preview card.
Yep.
Who
Agreed.
wants the first preview card?
hooray!
I was gonna say, do you want the first preview card?
Yeah, okay, that was good enough for now. All right, let's see our first preview card, Morning Tide's Light.
Exile
Roy,
any number
what's going on
of
here?
target creatures at the
Well,
beginning of the
this might
next
on the
end step.
surface look
Return them.
familiar, right? Just a flicker. Nothing crazy about that.
Just a mass flicker.
You're exiling
Yeah,
a whole
it's a-
bunch
it's
of
a board
cards,
flicker.
and you're bringing them all
Alright.
back. But there's actually a neat little narrative thrust here as well, because when you exile a card, when you flicker it and bring it back, if it happened to be double-sided, for instance, maybe, for instance, there are two sides of a card showing some core duality of the character, a light side maybe, and a dark side. This would return
okay.
it to the original side.
Oh, interesting. Now, I think it feels like we're getting a little bit into mechanics, which means I think we're going to need some help. So, Roy, why don't you go? We're going to come and bring you back later. Go
They're
stand over
teasing.
there.
There's going to be a lot of double-sided cards.
Yep.
And let's bring on Mark
Bye, Roy.
Rosewater.
This
head
crowd
designer.
seems dead. Oh, Mark's there. All right.
They're pretty hyped about that.
Yeah. Mark's
Thank
the
you so
the,
much,
the
Mark.
dude.
You're
So-
clearly the legacy here. Tell us what you did on Lore and Eclipse.
So I actually had the honor of working on both the original Lorwyn and on Lorwyn Eclipse. I think I'm the only person that was on both design teams. So
That's
I'm
actually
very
kinda crazy
excited to
to
go
think
back. I
He's
remember
the-
working on
like,
original
it's been
Lorwyn.
10
And it
years,
was a
he's
really
the
fun
only
set
one.
to do originally, and it was just really exciting to go back. So
Yeah. Well, we're gonna, we started to get into mechanics.
Yes.
So I really wanted.
we do have mechanics.
We do have mechanics, yes. And one of those we're gonna talk about double face cards.
Okay.
And as you
Also, he
started
looks
talking about
short.
that, let's pick a. We already
That's a
saw
weird thing to say,
Erdu.
but-
He's just a little
While
guy.
you're talking about it,
Just a
let's
little
meet Isilu, carrier of Twilight. This is the art. We'll get to the card
Oh,
in a
that's wild
moment.
looking.
but
Okay.
Talk a little bit about double face cards in this set.
So one of the things, last time we were there, many years ago, Lorwyn and Shadowmoor didn't coexist. Either it was Lorwyn or it was Shadowmoor. And after
okay.
Una and all the things that happened, it's now in a place where things are mixed. And that light and dark, shadow and light, they can intermix in ways they never could before. So if only we had a mechanic that could represent things that could go from a light side to a dark side. And luckily we do.
We
So
do.
double-face cards were perfect. Transforming double-face cards. So you play the front side, it can transform into the back side, and then go back and forth. Your Valoran
I'm just gonna
version,
say
you're
the last time
Shadowmoor
they did
version.
something like
Your
this
Valoran
was
version,
like
and you
the
go back and
werewolf
forth.
stuff.
Let's take a
Yeah.
look
People
at our
hate that
first
shit.
preview card of the light and dark sides. Tell us, this is a different way to transform
Imagine if you had this
Mark,
in a
than we've
sleeve.
seen before.
Now you
Yeah.
gotta take it out,
the
flip
idea
it,
here
put it back,
is
flip it.
You have control in a way that you don't normally have in a lot of transforming. This is a mana cost. And then you'll notice the cards are different colors on different sides. So one of the themes you'll notice as we go through today is this is both mechanically Lorwyn and mechanically Shadowmoor. So you will see elements of Lorwyn here. You will see elements of Shadowmoor. The fact that they're different colors on back is important because Shadowmoor cares a lot about
It's
color.
kind of a cool card.
Lorwyn cares more about typal themes.
5 for a 5/5 flying
you'll
and
see
lifelink.
that as they change between the sides, it matters. And you have the ability on these cards to pay mana to choose when you go back and forth.
Okay. Now, we didn't show you the art early on in the presentation without knowing how it was going to pay off. So let's take a look at the dark side of Sig.
Ooh.
And of course, I mean, it's a merfolk. We love merfolk. We're going to show you both sides. Let's see the card for Sig as well. And Mark, tell us about this merfolk.
So obviously, one of the things we're doing is revisiting characters that people know from original Lorwyn. Oh, and I also want to stress, one of the things we did on the art side is we went back. There's a lot of artists you will recognize, and even some of the newer artists, there's an older style to Lorwyn. So Lorwyn and Shadowmoor, we want to capture the original look and feel.
That's kinda
one of the
cool
things people
that
loved
they're
about
doing
original
that.
Lorwyn.
Yeah,
So we
older
do
feel.
that here.
Yeah.
You'll also notice the back. We're playing with different kinds of frames, and the back here are, it's really fun to watch, trying to show the Lorwyn side and the Shadowmoor side. Really, the set is this has merfolk. Obviously, all the creature types you recognize from Lorwyn are back. Some are a little more focused than others, but if you like to play typal themes, we got you covered.
I hate that now.
If
It's
that's not
called
your
typal.
thing,
It's not
well,
called tribal
that's
anymore.
about Shadowmoor, and we got that covered as
What's
well.
it called?
So it used to be called tribal.
I
Now it's
noticed
called
it's
Yeah.
find
typal.
its way in your merfolk deck.
Because tribal has
Let's take
bad
a look
in its
at
like
and the Shadowmoor side.
Negative connotation.
yeah, something like that. That's cool
Absolutely.
looking.
I love how fraught this is. Can we take a look at the card now too? I want to see both sides. Oh yeah, I love how you
when it
just
enters the
see her
transforms,
joy
discard
and
card,
her
draw a card.
torment and that
extra
color wash
mana of any
mana.
color.
Talk to me about this.
Yeah, so a lot of the things we're going around is, now, I should stress, the double-face cards are a small portion of the set. It's not, we actually joked, what if the entire set was double-face cards? And okay, that's a horrible idea, so we didn't do that. But one of the things you'll definitely will see is they play a big role, and these are the key characters, so that the double-face cards are kind of special. Most of the set actually isn't double-face cards, but we will have a lot of, like I said, a lot of typal themes. Elementals are back, merfolk are back, Tifkin are back, all the things you recognize from original Lorwyn. And we also play in color. We haven't got to it yet, but
There's a
Hybrid
Kithkin
is
card
back,
that
and we will
we'll
see
show
stuff like
later
that.
that I think is really cool.
All right, we showed you 5 characters at the top. We're not going to show you all of their cards. We're going to save a little something for preview season, but we would be remiss if we didn't show you the Shadowmoor art. So let's take a
preview
look
season.
at the Shadowmoor side of Bridget.
Oh, her eyes are.
So
She looks
good.
possessed.
Creepy Kitkin.
Good.
They have like a gem on their
Let's take
forehead.
a look at
All
my
of them.
favorite, Grub. So cute. And I love, too, we've got
Grub.
Jesper Icing back from the original Lorwyn as well for this artwork.
Yeah, speaking of original artists, this set is chock full of original artists, and some of that we're going to see on some cards. Lorwyn is also, the set is very much a love letter to people who loved the original
Yes,
Lorwyn
yes.
Morningtide as well. So we're going to see a lot of callbacks, like one we showed to our Black Lotus badge holders last night.
Oh,
Let's see.
the Black Lotus
Bloom
badge holders?
Bearer.
Who? Yeah, this is the card. I want
Oh,
this
so
one.
what you want?
The
This is the
story
card.
behind this, so way back, I think in Apocalypse, I made a card called Phyrexian Arena. And the idea was we had made a lot of cards where black printed life
that's
for
pretty cool.
cards.
Right, for two?
I thought,
I
what if
was
it
like,
happened
yeah.
every turn? What if every turn you lost a life, you drew a card? So when we were making original Lorwyn, I'm like, okay,
So
can I
there's a-
do that? But I wanted
there's
to
a
make
card
like a fairies
called-
version of it.
there's a card
so, like,
called
what else can you pay
Bitter
life
Bloom
for? How
that
about a
does the
fairy?
same thing,
And so
but it's
it
an
made
enchantment.
a little 1/1 fairy, a little flying fairy.
So now there's an
And
enchantment and
obviously,
is a creature
one of the things
now.
we're trying to do, not all the cards are throwbacks, but we have some throwbacks. And so this is playing homage to Bitter Blossom, except this time
Yeah, Bitter
it's
Blossom,
on
that's
a
it.
fairy rather than being an enchantment.
That's not going to be the only version we see of this card either.
Right. So this is our headliner for this set.
Yeah, look at. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
I absolutely love this Rebecca Gay artwork. There's only 500 versions of this card that
Yep.
exist.
And I won't
Rebecca
get one
is
of them.
actually one of our artists in Art of Magic this weekend, too,
Absolutely.
so make sure you go
it
say
sucks that
hi.
you can't even get like
Yeah,
a
it's their first time
non-numbered
at show in
one.
20 years,
Yeah,
I
right.
believe.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, get your original
That's the
Bitter Blossom
headliner,
signed.
so-
All right,
Yeah.
now there's more throwbacks, and this is going to be my
Hopefully,
favorite
cross my
section
fingers,
right
it's in
here.
one of the two that I get.
Let me hear it. Are there any Muldrifter fans in the audience? How about Shriekmaw? Yeah, Revelark, Wismare, you get where I'm going. So Lorwyn was the original set of the Evoke Elementals, and this set very much evokes that same feeling. Let's see our preview card here, Emptiness.
Yeah, see, this is the funny card.
So
that they
the
announced a
history
card
of
called
Evoke. So when I
Emptiness.
made Evoke originally, way back in Lorwyn, they originally went on spells, and you could kick them to turn them into creatures. And then the rules manager said, we can't do that. It doesn't work. So we ended up making creatures that if you pay the Evoke cost, then they go away. So Evoke was really popular. We're not going to come back and not revisit a lot of our popular things. So this obviously plays into that. We have Evoke on it. As I said earlier,
Yeah, that's a good card.
Hybrid is back. Any Hybrid fans out there? So obviously, for those that are fans of original Shadowmoor, it was half hybrid. Now, this set is not half hybrid, but there is a hybrid in it. And like I said, color plays a big role in this set. So
Absolutely. Let's get some more callbacks up here.
Her hair is so big.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I love this little guy.
So in Lorwyn, a decent way
He's
into
funny
Lorwyn
looking.
design, we were having a problem where people were drafting particular things and they weren't sort of
Create
fighting
a
over
Muda Vault
cards.
token
And
instead
so
of
we
land
needed some
with
kind of
add
glue
that,
to tie things together.
or one and it becomes
so
a
I made a
creature.
card
Oh,
called
cool.
Mistform Ultimus many, many years ago. And so I took that idea and we turned it into a mechanic called Changeling. And then we made these cute little green jello mold creatures. And so anyway, we can't come back to Lorwyn without coming back to Changeling. Like I said, creature type matters is going to be a big important thing. Well, if creature type's going to matter, we need some Changeling. So obviously, we're back and we have Changelings. And this card also makes reference to another very famous Lorwyn card.
That one guy's
Vault.
pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one dude
So-
is
by the
carrying
way,
this right
the
now.
cards
Just
aren't all
randomly
mechanical throwbacks.
They're
a lot
not.
of-
We picked them out. It feels good. It feels nostalgic. It feels like I'm 13 years old again. That doesn't date me at all. Let's take a look at our next
That'd mean he's like
throwback,
23.
which,
No
we
shot
had
that dude's 23,
a figure
right?
of Destiny back then.
Oh,
Now
here.
a figure of Fable.
This one of the cards.
Okay, so
This
the
thing's
original
sick.
figure of Destiny,
That's really cool
there's a
looking.
man named Brian Tinsman, who a good friend of mine who was a designer for
So
Magic.
you pay the first
He
cost,
really
it becomes
loved
something.
exploring
Then you
the
pay
idea
the
of
second
creatures
cost as soon
changing
as you
over
pay the
time.
first and it does
He
something.
made the
And you
level
pay
up
the
mechanic,
third,
by the
so it's
way.
just a slow
and so
progression.
he made a card, and the idea was,
It's literally like,
well, you pay different activations, and it slowly changes
Pokemon.
and gets
Yeah,
creature types and
exactly.
slowly evolves.
That is a
and, like, it
Pokemon
goes
card
on
right
its own
there.
little mystery adventure and becomes something. And we've used that, but there's a lot of other cards we've made over the time. It's a very popular card, so we couldn't come back and do a riff on it. So we get
It
Figure of
becomes
Fable.
7, 8 in protection
it.
from each of
So
your
cool.
opponents.
I think we've got, let's see, another callback. We do love nostalgia. It's true.
It's not all callbacks.
It's not all callbacks. We do promise.
Actually,
but
use command. Oh,
we
Kindred
have
instinct.
mentioned that elementals matter.
Okay, so the original Lorwyn, the lead designer of it, was a man named Aaron Forsyth, who's now my boss.
not my boss.
Aaron loves modal spells. So in the early days, like Mirage introduced charms. So Aaron wanted to take charms to the next level. So he said, what's better than 3? 4. What's better than 1? 2. So obviously it gives you 4 things. You get to choose 2.
That's why
It
he's your
was-
boss now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's in command, and he we introduced it. Lorwyn introduced the commands. So obviously we were back, and so
My dryer
we brought
is
back
freaking
the
out.
commands, so wrote some commands. A couple other things about this card. You'll notice on the creature type line, it says Kindred. So one of the things introduced in Lorwyn was at the time called the tribal card type. Now it's called Kindred. We're not doing a lot of Kindred. It
That's
is not something we
okay.
plan to do a lot of, but
So basically, it's like
you couldn't come back to Lorwyn and
it's
not at least
putting
have
a creature
little
type
bit.
on
So
an
there
instant
is
or
some Kindred
sorcery
in
or
this set.
enchantment, basically.
And you'll notice that one of the options is cares about elementals. Just to reinforce, Typal is the theme of the set. About half the set, about half the draft archetypes have a Typal component. They're the Shadowmoor
And
half.
there's a draft
then half have
product
other components,
in
but
this
they're
too.
the-
It's kinda
I'm
cool.
sorry, those are the Lorwyn half and then the Shadowmoor half. There's a lot going on in this card.
I think I want to take a look at some booster fun treatments.
I think so too. What do we have
Yeah.
first?
Oh God. Oh.
Oh yeah.
I actually like that
I love
version
this.
better than
so
the
this
headliner.
is called the Fable Frame, and I love how
like that a lot.
kind of
Yeah.
creepy
Fable
and dark
Frame.
it is a little bit. I think we've got another card in the same frame that we want to show you too.
Oh,
So stinking cute.
Yes.
The sides kind of look like almost like bedding, like you would find in Lorwyn, and like maybe you fall
Yeah,
down
that's
and
a
go to
cool
sleep,
looking,
and maybe you wake
treatment.
up, maybe you don't. Who knows?
I like that.
Go to sleep in Lorwyn, that's my advice.
Yeah.
Oh, look
And
at
of course,
those.
one of the really cool things about bringing a set
I like
like
the
this
one-
back is
the-
our
the Moon
art,
Shadow one looks
and
really
the
cool.
way that we do all of this has really expanded and grown, and so we get to see just this artwork like bring to life this plane in a whole new way. I love it.
Yeah. And speaking of booster fun, we have another really cool addition to this set that plays up light and dark. You've seen the art earlier.
Yeah. This is why collector boosters sold out within
So
like
these
an
are
hour.
double-sided. They're not double-faced. You can play either side. It's the same card, but you can pick if you want to represent Lorwyn, Shadowmoor. Very cool. Yeah, take your
That's
pictures, post it on social media. These are,
And they're normal versions.
yes, there
Yeah.
are normal versions of these as well, but these are, extremely cool. All right, and
Those are gonna be big
then,
hits.
Mark,
Yes.
we're going to bring you back
I
on
got Lance.
later.
We're like, Lance!
Oh, it's because
See you
it's
later.
because I forgot what the name of it actually is, but it's when it enters you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. But it's because like this one Temple Garden is a forest or a plains. So if you have it in your like a card in your deck that says like you can go find a
Oh,
forest, yeah. So they're all dual. But I forgot what it's called though. There's an actual like wording for it. It's like a barren land or something like that. I forgot. There's some name. Shocklands. That's what it is. The Shocklands.
And then Hillary, I'm wondering if you can
Those
tell
are
us
big.
about the product lineup for Lorwyn.
Yeah,
bigs.
I think so. We've got our normal suite of products with Lorwyn. Honestly, we had so much incredible artwork to show you that we decided to do 3 different versions of the Play Booster packaging art just to show off as much as
Which
humanly
they should.
possible.
That's kind of a
Yeah.
cool thing to do.
You'll also
More
probably
Con does that
notice
shit,
there's a
and it's really
new
cool.
product on this slide. We are very excited to be introducing Draft Night with Lorwyn
Draft
Eclipse.
Night.
Yeah.
So
This is the new
drafting
product.
has honestly, I mean, it's always been one of the like purest ways to experience Magic, I feel like. It's that perfect mix of like skill, creativity, chance. But we know that sometimes getting like 8 people together can be a little arduous. So this is where Draft Night comes in. It's the quickest and easiest way to play a draft. Everything you need for a 4-player pick 2 draft. So picking 2 cards at a time keeps the pace up, makes it way easier, especially if you're playing with somebody who's like a little newer, or if you're like me, I have choice paralysis. I want to pick 2 cards anyway. And this simple fast drafting just makes it really easy. We all know you've got 4-player commander pods.
Yeah, of course
So,
we do.
One friend brings the pizza, one grabs drinks, one hosts. Even if you're not drafting that night, it's honestly like the best way to experience the set because you're going to be getting play boosters, a collector booster, and a whole brick of lands all
I
for
think
less
it's
than
like
$100.
12 boosters in it or something like that.
Now, don't worry. Lorwyn Eclipse is designed for that classic 8-player draft experience, but we've also curated it for a 4-player draft experience. So you can expect to see this coming with every
I
Magic
was this. I
release
like
moving
the
forward.
artwork on the collector boosters. I don't know what card it is, but I want it.
Exciting,
cool.
really cool new product. Now, you're
Even the
also, your
bundle.
eyes probably zoomed to that bottom center spot where there are 2 commander
2!
decks for this set. We've got Lorwyn, we've got Shadowmoor. It just fit.
Get a
So we've
5-color.
got a Lorwyn
Yeah, a
focused
5-color
one
and
called
3-color.
Dance of the Elements. It is an elemental focused deck that is all 5 colors. Does it have Muldrifter in it? Maybe. You'll have to wait and see. And then on the right
Maybe.
next to
You'll
it,
have
we've
to wait
got
and see,
Blight
DeNutte.
Curse, our Shadowmoor deck that has a unique theme that I don't think we've ever done before that is focused on -1/-1 counters. Putting them on, taking them off, doing all sorts of things mean to your opponents and your own creatures sometimes.
Absolutely. You'll also notice the beautiful collector booster packaging, I'm sure. If you're like me, you're a magpie just looking for like her shiny objects, this is going to be what you want for all those foils, those beautiful cards.
I just want to
and that chance at
know
that
what the card
Rebecca
is on the
Gay
front.
headliner
it.
card.
Yeah. Now, before we leave Lorwyn, I want to know how many in the audience are D&D fans as well?
DeNutte, you a D&D fan?
Oh. Sizable overlap. That's why we did this. So next up, we have Lorwyn First Light. So soon, fans will be able to weave Lorwyn into their Dungeons and Dragons adventures.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
Lorwyn
because-
First Light,
because
you see some
Wizards
art
owns
here,
D&D.
is going to be a
They've been
digital
mixing
expansion. It's going to be
Magic the
available on
Gathering and
D&D
D&D.
Beyond. It's going to contain a new
So you can, like,
adventure.
play,
It's
like,
going to contain
Magic the
Lorwyn
Gathering
and Shadowmoor
races in
specific magic
D&D,
items and
like that sort of
monsters.
thing.
It has a brand new Rhymekin species and more. So you'll be able to run your own campaign on Lorwyn and Shadowmoor. Lorwyn First Light arrives on D&D Beyond on November 25th of this year. Yep. And we're sticking with the Lorwyn time frame for our next item. It's not Lorwyn flavored, but it's going to release alongside Lorwyn. We have a new product called Theme Decks. So these are 60-card theme decks, pre-constructed, ready to play right out of the box. These are
I'm surprised they
fast and
haven't
fun
been
and
doing
playable, and
60
they're
card
meant
decks
to
for a long
introduce
time.
players
So they
to the
used
world
to
of
do 60
card
card
Yeah,
decks
used
before
to.
they
They'll be
commanders, yeah.
standard legal.
But they're standard.
They
They're trying to get
are-
people to
they're
play
gonna do
standard
these
again.
Releases
Yeah, I'm
along
surprised
Magic
they haven't been
Multiverse
doing that.
sets, so expect more of these throughout the
Pirates.
year. Our first two,
It's
as
fun.
you can see, Pirates and Angels. Pretty cool.
Not gonna lie, I
resonant
saw
themes.
they showed the side of
decks
it,
are
so
meant
you
to
can
play
kind of see
well
the
against
cards that
each
are in it. I
other,
looked at the
and
Angels
decks
one,
we
and
release
I was like,
later in this series. They
There's a
even
lot of
come
nice
with
fun
info
cards in
on
that.
tips on how to upgrade them as you kind of go along your player journey. These are new. They're going to have an MSRP of $23.99 and be available at your local game store.
And they still haven't
Yeah.
sold out on Amazon.
Absolutely. Now, you did mention that we're not going to give everything away
I don't
in
think
this
those are going to
panel.
sell that much, I'm going to be
Yeah,
honest with you.
so in March of 2026, there is an unannounced Universes Beyond set. You'll want to keep an eye open at New York Comic Con on October 10th for that announcement.
Yep.
I will be there announcing that.
So that's
follow me
so
there.
January, March.
More on that soon. And you know what? That's the last one we're going to do that about. The rest of the
True.
year, we're going to tell you everything we can. So let's move
Very
on
close
to
attention
our
to the
next set
everything
on
we
the calendar. We're going to
can.
keep going chronologically. Let's move on to learn some of the secrets of Strixhaven releasing in April. For that, Roy.
This I might put
come
some
on
money
back
into,
up.
Strixhaven.
I know.
This,
Harry Potter.
yeah.
Welcome back. All right.
I heard some excited shouts for Strixhaven.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So
It's
what
funny because I think
secrets can you
that
tell us
they
about
thought
Strixhaven?
everyone would like
And what
Lorwyn a
can't
lot.
I tell you
But then
about
as soon as they
Strixhaven?
said Strixhaven, everyone's
is
like, yes!
obviously a fan favorite plane. Listen to him,
That's
right?
Harry Potter, bro.
It's also a Roy favorite
my buddy-
plane.
I have a buddy who
love
loves Strixhaven.
I was
Yeah,
so
it's
excited
it's such a
when
cool
I found out that we
set,
got to
honestly.
return. And
It's cool that we're going back to it.
I'm really excited about the creative theme that we've brought to this set. Something that we talked a lot about in early world
I'm
building
just
and
hoping that they
in
don't
crafting
do
the
something like
story
they did
was
with
this idea
the
of
Murders of
like
Karlov
the
Manor.
step right after
Oh, yeah.
college.
That's what I'm
where
hoping they don't
you're
do.
not quite like a full adult, but you're not a student anymore either, and you have to navigate and figure out that in-between space. So for Secrets of Strixhaven, we are taking a step outside of the campus of Strixhaven itself and seeing a bit of the wider world of Arcavios. And our characters that you may have come to love from last time, characters like Killian and Dina and Rutha, they're all trying to navigate that step, that moment
I thought they were about to say
where
they're
they're
dead.
leaving the halls of Strixhaven and trying to figure out what to do with themselves
All of
now,
your favorite
how
characters,
how
they're
to
dead.
use the
They were a
skills
car
that they've been
accident.
developing, the magical ability they've been practicing. But obviously, this is Magic the Gathering, so those skills aren't like comport yourself in an office environment. They're maybe like broker a magically binding peace treaty with the precise word magic of Silver Quill, for instance.
Hey, that's my house.
The characters that you met last time, they will be returning, and we have some new characters also just arriving in
I
their
want
college
to know
of
who
choice,
the
just
owl homie is.
deciding, which what disciplines
'Cause
they
he's
want to
100%
study
Silver
magically.
Quill.
Obviously, this is still a Strixhaven set, even though we are going a little outside of the college this time.
Also, I just realized that that's a pen.
I can't tell you a
It's a
ton
quill.
about these
Yeah,
characters
that is
yet,
sick.
but
A
you're going to
fountain
love
pen.
them, and you might see them a little sooner than you expect.
Hint, hint. We'll get to that. Roy, I
Hint,
also
hint.
hear that there's a novel set in Strixhaven.
Yeah, that is correct. I
Yeah.
am
Yeah.
so excited to announce the first Magic the Gathering novel in... It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's
About
been a
time.
minute. Omens of Chaos is a YA novel set in Strixhaven by
A YA?
frequent Magic
Young
author
adult.
Seanan McGuire. About
So it's like
Strixhaven's
meant
first ever
for
class
like
of
high school kids.
interplanar
Oh,
students
good.
who have arrived at the university by Omen Path. Will they fit in? Will they pass their classes? Will they survive? You'll have to find out on
So
February 17th,
YA is 12 to
right
18.
around the corner.
Yeah.
I was like,
And
what
I
is
can
the age
say
range? Because I'm
also
like, it's
that,
young adult.
Like the Untold Stories comic series that we're doing with Dark Horse.
Like Harry Potter isn't a
this
young
novel
adult.
is
It's
completely
I would say
within
it's
canon.
it was an early
And
young
it will
adult
be it's a really
series.
great place to start,
Okay.
both if you are a longtime Magic fan, if you've been reading story for a long time, and if you're maybe less than totally bought into all the story. this is
Maybe
a
I'll
really good
take a
place to
look
start.
at it.
And this is going to
Again.
be in addition
I'll read
to
it.
the normal web fiction that we do as well, right?
Yes, that's right. We will, of course, have a full suite of web fiction stories for Secrets of Strixhaven. This is just coming out cherry on top.
Yeah. Little bonus.
I mean, speaking
This
of
dude's so
cherries
happy,
on top,
and I
if
love
you weren't excited for the book enough, we are releasing
Oh, this is
a
the other
promo
thing.
card with it as
You get a
well.
promo card with it.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
And it's sick looking.
Yeah.
Who
So
doesn't
like,
need a command tower?
I love seeing
Who doesn't need a
new
Strixhaven
artwork in an
command
old frame.
tower?
So good.
that'd be
Thank
me.
you so much, Roy.
My
Thanks.
Strixhaven
We're
deck that I'm
gonna
building.
send you off again.
Yeah.
And because we've got.
And guess what?
Bye, Roy.
That's it. That's it for Strixhaven, DeNutte. That's all we got.
Oh, that's it.
So we're gonna get
Okay.
you moving
Well,
through the year.
that's cool.
Hillary.
I'll get the book.
Absolutely. We're going more
Are you
deeper
ready?
into 2026.
I know I keep saying I won't do this again. Are you ready for everything to tank now and just go downhill from here?
Okay.
We are going to be announcing the next Marvel set. In June 2026, we are announcing Marvel superheroes.
The look on
course,
your
we need
face
to
is
bring
priceless. Just
Rosewater back
huh?
on.
Oh, so this is the other thing is look January, March, April, June,
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Talk
and the
to
cool,
us
the
about
funny
this
thing that I find with this
monumental set.
doesn't say magic
so
anywhere.
Many years ago, when Aaron
No,
Forsythe
it doesn't.
first pitched the idea of doing Universes Beyond, he called into his office. He had made a little slideshow he was going to show off, and I was one of the first people he showed it to. And he said to me, "What do you think?" And the literal first words out of my mouth was dibs on Marvel. So finally, my dibs come true. So this is.
All I'm going to say is this.
I hand off to Dave Humphries.
I want a Luna snow card.
He and I have worked together on such sets.
I will buy
It's
it.
gonna go
I
that
will.
deep?
I
It's gonna go that deep?
I don't know, but I'll buy every treatment.
Machine, so,
I'll buy every
we were
version, every
really, really
treatment,
excited.
all of
So
them.
one of the things is we realized that we probably couldn't
that mean there's
just
gonna be a
base every
Deadpool
single
card?
set on
Yeah, oh,
one
there already are.
character.
there is? Okay.
Yeah, there's a secret layer
version. Characters in Marvel. So
But it's like an actual like Deadpool card.
So you see everybody on the screen right now? All of them are in the set. So, and I want to remind everybody, if you look at Miss Marvel and her giant fist, it's a little sign that we are doing the comic book versions of these characters. And so her powers, for example, are slightly different on the TV show and the movies than they are in the comics. We are representing the comic version. But we are well aware of the popularity of the movies and the TV shows and stuff. And we very much, in choosing characters and picking what we're doing, even though we're always staying true to the comics, we are aware of characters that are beloved because they show up in
I can only imagine as soon as this stuff gets put online, it's
so
gone.
So you want to talk a little bit about who is in this set?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, there's this little team of superheroes that you might have never heard of, but I'm a big fan as a real hardcore Marvel fan. They're called the Avengers. So yes, we get Captain America.
Now I will say this: the artwork looks good.
We get Iron Man, Black Panther.
Yeah.
And I do want to say, we're doing the full, there's lots and lots of Avengers. All the Avengers you know, obviously, from the movies and such, but also from the comics. There are a lot of people that have been the Avengers over the years. We hit a lot of those in the sets. And not just the heroes, we also have the super villains.
This pick.
Such as Killmonger.
Yeah. And they did.
And when I say we have super villains,
it's
we
funny.
got a whole bunch.
Because that is 1,000,000%.
It's the movie.
That's the movie Killmonger. That's I don't think that's,
which is cool. It's fine, but that's like, not the comic one.
He just went over saying like, oh yeah, we're doing strictly the comic version. Then they show that
of supervillains.
Yeah, I was thinking it was look at this.
Hell yeah.
Now, while the set does have the Avengers, and that's a big part of the set, it's not just the Avengers.
Thanos, Ultron.
Some other people we'll be celebrating in the set.
Hela, Loki.
The Fantastic Four. Shield.
Yeah.
Here.
The street level heroes.
Yeah.
Like Heroes for Hire, Daredevil, and such.
This is one of my favorite pieces of art in this entire.
That's a great piece of art.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like.
And we're just doing a wide variety of just beloved characters that are all sort of Avenger adjacent, we'll call them. But one last story I wanted to tell. So when we first pitched to Marvel, Aaron came to me and said, I need you to make, I think I made 6 or 7 different cards to just a proof of concept. And he said, most of the cards are what you expect, you know, Captain America, stuff like that, but I want one deep cut. And I knew the deep cut that I had to make. I am obviously a giant fan of Marvel. I'm also a giant fan of Magic. And I knew there was a character that would be loved by both Marvel fans and Magic
I was trying to figure out
fans.
which card it
and
was.
This character
You ready
is
for
not
this?
quite as deep cut as when I made this card.
You and me
4 or 5 years
love
ago.
and hate this character.
But coming in this set is Squirrel Girl!
Oh, yeah! And Doom.
Green, I think, is a great example.
All right, well, you gotta get one for your scroll deck.
That's the worst part. I'm gonna have to. Because the
the
scroll deck is literally all sets.
We have things. Marvel does such a great job of letting us make really fun, interesting, cool cards. And if you have a squirrel deck, I guarantee you're going to want to include Squirrel Girl. She is. I made her in that the very card I made ended up in the set.
That's kind of cool
like
as well.
One or two in the rare pull. So anyway, if you love Squirrel Girl, we got a card coming for you.
When I was at PAX, I think I saw 10 Squirrel Girls.
Let's hear it from Marvel Superheroes again.
Yeah, there were a lot of Squirrel Girls at PAX.
That's wild. Hey, Marvel Rivals.
All right, now
the effect of that.
If you're terminally online like me, you might have noticed earlier this week.
If you're terminally online, you're going to hate everything
people
are saying about this
on
stuff.
Monday.
Yep, this was the birthday.
Hillary, what was the birthday?
I think it was a certain Hobbit's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, y'all. We are going back to Middle Earth.
August.
Magic the Gathering: The Hobbit is coming August 2026.
I don't know what to
You're
think
gonna
about
get
this.
to journey with Bilbo, Thorin, Gandalf, all your favorite characters on their journey to the Lonely
I didn't read The
Mountain.
Hobbit, so I'm not really that familiar with The Hobbit.
It's
You're
not a big book.
I know, it's like 100
Treasures,
pages.
Dragon hordes, new and
Like-
old await.
I read
we're not
Lord of the
gonna show you
Rings.
a whole lot for this set. We're
That's the-
gonna show
they're not-
that in time.
that's only
For
that's
now,
all-
we're
that's it.
gonna keep our secrets safe. They
Yeah, keep your
are
secrets.
precious to us.
Oh, okay, that's a cool one. I didn't see his face.
Oh, in the thumbnail, yeah.
Continuing through the year, and to talk about our October release. Now, this is an absolutely massive event set for the Magic Multiverse. Mark's already here, so we're going to keep you on, and then we're going to bring back on Roy. It's Roy again.
Come on, Roy. I don't know why they
Roy.
just don't have both
I
of them
know,
on
they
stage.
could have sat there the whole time,
Yeah, like
like they normally do.
So, Roy, talk to us about this magic story.
Well, I'm so glad that you guys brought me out here to talk about Lorwyn and Strixhaven and all of that, not just because those sets are awesome and they're going to be so beloved by everyone in this room,
They're not.
but because they are steps
Strixhaven?
leading up
Maybe.
to this huge event set,
It's just-
which is itself the finale of a story we've been building for literally years. We've been calling it the Metronome Arc. Some of you, the most passionate among you, might have heard that before, but we have been leading up to something really special. To catch up the people who have missed an episode or two of the story, I'd love to just summarize where we started all the way back in Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
Previously in Magic the Gathering.
We saw
Okay, that was
Jace,
good for Mark.
having been traumatized by all of the suffering of the Phyrexian invasion. Jace
He looks like Mark
set
Strong
about
with hair.
doing a couple nefarious
Oh, wow.
deeds.
Yeah, he does.
To right what he saw had gone wrong with
If
the
they ever do a live
How
action, that's what I need now.
exactly
Thanks,
he
DeNutte.
planned to do that was not entirely clear, but his mysterious plans started with freeing a small fuzzy creature with a map of the entire multiverse in his head from an ancient vault. That little guy,
That's almost
you might
that's squirrel
recognize him,
adjacent.
goes by the
They
name of
tr-
Loot.
They tried making him the
And
like the
bringing
Pikachu
this little
of Magic
dude
the
all
Gathering,
the way to
and
Tarkir,
Magic
where
fans just
he
aren't having
located
it.
the meditation realm to arrange a massive magical ritual. A ritual that went terribly wrong.
Da-da-da.
Magic seemed to break Jace into pieces, consuming him and the meditation realm itself. So, where does that leave us? I'll tell you.
No, you won't.
Lorwyn Eclipse.
No.
Into Secrets of Strixhaven. Into
No.
Nope.
No. No.
Yep. We're going to go to Mark.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roy's gonna hold for a moment.
Okay, so a couple years ago on Magic's 30th anniversary at Gen Con, we talked about the upcoming sets. And the last set I talked about was codename Ziplining.
You can
Some of
say
you might
that.
remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And at the time, I wasn't allowed to say anything because it was so far in the future, and you know it was the big capstone event set, like War of the Spark, like March of the Machine. We were doing one of those, but now that we're actually, you know, it's coming closer
It's
now.
so I
You know,
have the
I think it'd be
this-
really
it's
cool because
building.
this set has a really
Needs to
neat
get out.
villain. I think it'd be really cool to tell
Stop
you
edging
all
us.
who
Nope.
the villain is.
No,
No, you can't tell them that.
not yet.
no one
Yeah.
cares.
Okay. It takes place in a place, like a really, really interesting place. So I can tell them where it takes place?
You can't tell them where
Come
it
on.
takes place. No.
Oh, okay. It's a theme the players have been asking for
No,
for a long time. Can I tell
Uh-uh.
them the theme?
Nope, not that either.
Nope.
Okay, hold on. Okay. So before we do exploratory design, we do these things called seeds meetings, where we get together and we talk through what we think the set's going to be about. In this meeting, we pitch this idea, this really cool idea the players have been asking for, and Aaron Forsyth, my boss, he comes up a lot today, Aaron said to me, he goes, I think that's a really cool idea. I agree the players would probably like that. I don't think we can do it. I don't think we can convey that theme in a single booster. So I took that as a challenge. And I said, okay, so in Exploratory, we're like, how do we do this? And it was a really big challenge, and we came up with a really revolutionary idea that, in fact, was so revolutionary
that he cannot tell you.
I won't tell you what it is. I won't tell you what it is, but they didn't know we could do it. We even know we could physically do it. And so we worked really hard. We worked through vision. We handed off the set design, and I was nervous the whole time. We built the entire set around this innovation. I was worried that it would get cut in set design, but it didn't. And so this set has a really innovative thing, something you will see that I can't tell you about, but it'll be obvious when you open the pack. Something we've never done before, and it is. I led 2 sets
I
this
know
year.
what it is.
I led the
know what
Marvel
it
set
is.
that I'm very excited by.
I
And
just think I know what it is.
ziplining. And I've not been this excited for an in-multiverse Magic set in a long time. We are doing things I can't possibly talk about. But can I tell them anything?
You can tell them the name.
Okay, the name.
The actual name.
The actual name of the
Once
set.
they show
You
the
guys
name,
wanna
I'll
hear the
say
name
what
of
I
the
think it
set?
is.
Okay, guys. Later next year, you'll be able to experience Reality Fracture.
Ooh, which we cannot tell you what that means.
Correct.
All right, stupid name first of all. I'm gonna pause it real quick. I'm gonna go on a little rant, ranty rant. Okay.
All right.
War of the Spark was building for years, but it was building off of block sets, so it was consistent storytelling that we were constantly getting. March of the Machines was building slowly, and then they hit us 3 sets in a row, building fully of March of Machines. So saying that this is going to be another big event set, while also saying that those were the big ones, like, it's going to be just like those. Meanwhile, with these, we get a story. It barely connects to the next story. We have 3 universes beyonds in between them. We have 5 months in between sets. Nobody's following the story because nobody understands the damn story. It's going to be overhyped. No matter what they're going to say, it's going to be overhyped. But this is what I think they're going to be doing. You ready for this? Because they said it's something they've never done before. It's something that people have asked for. It's something they don't think they can do. They're finally introducing the color purple.
You think a new mana?
That was apparently something they were going to do a long time ago. There was in one of the old books, like early on, like one of the books you could get where it's like it shows and it has all the different articles and stuff, like a magazine sort of thing. In there, they talked about the color purple and how that was going to be Magic's like next color, like that sort of thing. What if with Reality Fracture they're adding purple? Because it's something that the fans have asked for, it's something that they don't think they could do, and it's something that they physically don't think would work, and it's called Reality Fracture. Because it would break Magic if they add another color.
Yeah, what would it even be? Okay.
That's in October, by the way.
Cool.
It's so cool.
But it's just, everything
can't
about that
tell
is
you
just
about it.
overhyped to me. Like, it's just
so we don't accidentally spill anything. Roy and Mark are going to exit stage
come
right
on.
one more
Yeah,
time.
sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
they're going to leave, and then they're going to bring them right back for the next announcement.
I was really worried they were going to spoil it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The
We
crowd is
rehearsed
purple.
that a few times.
Purple lights!
I was really worried they were going to spoil it.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
rehearsed that a few times, and I still thought we were going to go over the edge. Okay.
Yep.
Now, if you were looking at the graphic, you might have noticed there's still some space on the end there. So we do have one more release in 2026 to talk about. Yes, that does mean there are
When was
7
this?
sets in 2026.
When was the filming of this?
Yeah.
Friday.
Right.
Yeah, Friday.
This is a bit of a scheduling quirk. 2027, looking even further into the future, we're going to be on the 6 set, 3 Magic Multiverse, and 3 Universe Beyond sets.
Yep. But we're going to be talking about the last release in 2026 first.
Interesting how
so
they said
let's
that.
bring out Gavin Verhey and play the video.
DeNutte, play the video. You ready?
Yeah.
It feels so forced. It
Magic
feels
the
so
Gathering
forced.
and Star Trek.
No, I feel
a
like the crowd's
partnership
jazzed.
years in the making, coming to you
Oh, hi, Gavin.
pretty soon. Exciting, right?
He has red shoes.
Next year is Star Trek's 60th anniversary. You know, for years we've journeyed
They would call
throughout
that a
space
sandwich
with Star
outfit,
Trek since it
Paul.
launched all the way back
sorry.
in
I'm
1966.
not fancy
Whether you
like
started
that.
with the original
I got
series,
shorty shorts on
all the
right
way
now
up
and a
to
got a
where we are
Dura
now with
t-shirt.
Strange
Like,
New Worlds and beyond. It's inspired a
You
bold
match your
legacy
shoes to your top.
of
It's a sandwich.
exploration, creativity, and tough dilemmas. You know, for me, I grew up watching Star Trek, probably like many of you.
He's got Star
My
Trek pin.
father, Steve, and my
Oh, he is
dad.
a Star Trek too.
My
Yeah.
father, Steve, and my mom, Teresa, sat me down
Nerd.
and we watched these together, and it
Kidding.
meant
Kidding.
so much to me watching
No.
this show, and it really changed my
No, not
life
really,
in
just
so
so-
many ways.
We're all
I
watching
made
MagicCon,
friends through
so.
it. I connected my family through it, and it inspired me to do what I'm doing today, making Magic cards. So Star Trek really means a lot to me. We're coming to you with a full set of Star Trek, inspired by the whole franchise. So whether you love the original series, you started with the Next Generation, or all the way up through the most recent stuff with Strange New Worlds and beyond, we have things for you. Let's talk about some of the art we just saw and linger on it a little bit more.
this is me. This is my That's my reaction. This whole thing right there. Just
Let's
This
talk
guy's
about
like,
some of the art we just
and
saw.
even the guy
linger on
behind
it
him in the
a little
bucket
bit
hat.
more. So right here we have, of course,
Everyone
where it all
arm
began,
crossed, like,
the
ugh.
Starship Enterprise.
oh
Absolutely
yeah, the
stunning,
starship. I will say this.
Cresting through space.
I'm being very
She is beautiful.
negative.
You'll find her
The
and
artwork
plenty
looks
of other
fantastic.
starships in this set.
Unless
And
we
of
get more
course, Star Trek
starships,
would
which
be
means
nothing
we
without
should be getting more
heroes,
station
villains,
stuff. Hopefully.
characters who are morally gray. But when it comes to heroes, I think of no one else than the one, the
Gandalf.
only, Captain Kirk.
Oh.
Who, of course,
Wait a
you'll
minute. If
find
this
in
is
this
Star
set.
Trek,
And you
does
can
that
see
mean
the
we get
bridge
Chris
crew
Pine?
there hanging out with him, which is absolutely fantastic.
I don't know. That's
Are there any,
that's who
Klingon
that
fans
is.
out there?
Unless they do an alternate.
Well, of course, some antagonists for you. We've got Chancellor Gowron right here, ready to leap on into battle.
Oh yes, Chancellor Gowron.
But you never know what you're going to find out in space, and to me that is the beauty of Star Trek. It might be something
Is it
stunning.
bad? The only thing I
or
know about from
dangerous,
Star Trek is
and
from
quite often
the Jim Carrey
both.
movie where he's the
like
cable
you see
guy.
here on the crystalline
Really?
entity. An
The cable guy?
absolutely stunning
When
piece
they're
of
at the-
artwork
when they're at
that is
the,
so gorgeous, but you really don't want to get too close to it either.
What is it called there?
This set will be coming to you in
Like the
November
Ren
of
Fair
2025.
place where you go get food and
We've been
then
working on it for a
jousting and all
while.
that.
The Ren Fair?
26.
Oh,
Yeah,
medieval
26,
times.
26.
Yeah, medieval times. It's the only thing I can think
Fair.
of.
Coming to you in November of 2026, and we are so stoked to bring it with you. We've been working on this thing
So
for years.
stoked.
I got to be the lead designer of it, and it means a lot to me, and the whole team behind it really cares a lot about this set.
That's
and
cool
about
to see
Star
that
Trek.
Gavin's the lead.
So
the
you'll be
lead
hearing a
on this,
lot
though.
more over the next year, and a little bit, actually,
He's
more than
clearly
a year, as we
hyped
talk
about
about
it.
what's
Yeah.
to come with this set. But we can't wait to show it to you. You know, whether you are a fan who loves Star Trek already and cannot wait to see what favorite characters and moments are represented in this set.
Might
well,
buy a
you can start
Collects
speculating
booster,
for the
might
next
just
year.
buy a Play
And
booster.
if you're new to Star Trek, well, get to watching. There's a lot of incredible stuff to uncover
No.
in that show. So it's time to boldly go where no one has gone before. And I'm going to sit back, relax, and only say one more thing. Engage, warp speed.
Oh, it's a callback.
And that, everyone, is the last set of 2026. Let's hear it. Who's excited for 2026?
Yeah!
Get that
That one guy
line
is
up.
driving
All
this
right,
whole
now,
thing.
I'm sure you're now all thinking, Blake, Hillary, Gavin, where am I going to play all of these awesome Magic cards? Our next video will give you a few options. Let's roll the next video.
Okay, first off, because I don't know what we have. Okay, so the final thing's just the Final Fantasy winner product. Do you want to see that?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say I didn't think you would.
You want to see it?
No, because I already know what it is. It's like another bundle.
Hillary,
I'm just
Gavin,
trying to get. I'm just
where
trying
am
to
I
get
going
a
to
good.
You
play
get from
all
tournaments?
of these awesome Magic cards?
No, it's not even that. It's like it's.
Our next video
Hold on a second. Let me get
will give
this.
you a few options.
I'm trying to get
Let's
this
roll
paused.
the next video.
All right. Damn you. Damn you. There we go. That's what I'm trying to get. So it's a holiday bundle So you get like a collector booster and a bunch of packs and some rare cards rare alternate art cards and stuff that you haven't had before. And then you know how we had like the Lord of the Rings scene.
Yeah, the Christmas one. Yeah.
Yeah, so they did those, but with Final Fantasy. There you go. Oh, and they're re-releasing one of the decks, but it has one new card or one new artwork in the card. But they're re-releasing that entire Commander deck, though.
But with one new card? That's it?
One.
Okay.
But alright, so, DeNutte, MagicCon Atlanta preview panel. Showing us 2026 as you see it on the screen. What do you think before I go into a rant and then you join me?
I know you're not hyped about it. Lorwyn looks cool, and that's, but also that's really the only set we got stuff for.
Yeah.
But I mean, how many sets left this year?
None.
Avatar.
Oh, Avatar. Yeah. Yes.
So we really haven't even seen much for Avatar. And then Lorwyn is the next real set, and it's the next
the next Magic set.
Yeah, so non-Universes Beyond, and we got stuff for it, but then Secrets of Strixhaven got like nothing for, but I guess we'll have another con before that.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be one. I think it's normally one in February or March in that time span right there. I think there is. So,
I mean, all right. Before you go on your rant, Lorwyn. Callback should be kind of cool if they do it right.
Yeah.
Right? Universes Beyond, money grab. Strixhaven, cool. Also money grab. People love it. Money grab. Money grab. Money grab. Money grab. Yeah.
So this is the thing. So first off, do you remember last year when we did this, or even earlier this year, when they made the announcement that every year moving forward, it was going to be 50-50?
Yeah.
Magic Multiverse, Universes Beyond.
This is not 50-50 right here.
It's not 50-50. It's shameless at this point. Like, it's getting to that point now.
I just don't. I know they're making a lot of money, but like I feel like they could make enough money if they did some sort of like, all right, look at this. During COVID, the sneaker market got hyperinflated, and I'm sorry if I'm talking about sneakers on this podcast. The sneaker market got hyperinflated. Everything got picked up by bots. There's even this kid whose mom was a Nike executive where, like, say they were only releasing 2,000 shoes for this one thing, he'd get like 1,000 of them.
That's
and
wild.
Like, so like he just like everyone was like, how's he get these shoes? How's he get these shoes? Like he's like a 17-year-old kid. How's he getting all these shoes? They find out his mom was like one of the heads at Nike. So she lost her job. But then like my thing is like, you got to make up some sort of system where people aren't just buying up everything.
Yeah.
Like that, like I understand. Like my thing is like they're still going to sell the cards. But like you're just making it like unobtainable for people because like I have a buddy who like you have a buddy Booba. He buys a ton of cards, but like he buys cards for himself. Like it's like one thing to buy cards for yourself. It's another thing to like Chumlee's is huge right now. Chumlee's gotten into card scalping. Like there's huge. I don't know. It's just like I don't know. It's not a kid's game, but it's a kid's game. It's not a kid's game. It's not. But it's like this game, and you're not making it like even when I started, like that was like I remember. Phyrexians was the first one, the first set like it was out when I started, and like I was like, oh my god, like what's a collector booster? It's $20. Like what is that? It's a lot of money. And I'm like, now it's like you're like with these Universes Beyond, you're lucky if you could find a release one for like 60. Like
I mean that's the thing is like let me quickly do this. Keep going. I'm just gonna.
I don't know. It's just like it's not like a feasible thing. I know everything's getting expensive, but like, does Magic need to be like that expensive?
I mean, and that's basically the point. Because for instance, I pre-ordered my Spider-Man collector booster. It was $37.99.
Yeah.
And right now, or at least the last time I looked at it, it's in the 60s, almost $70.
Does it but also, does it need to be $37? Like.
I mean, that's the thing is like, so this is where I'm at with this is, if you're a fan of Universes Beyond, now let me restart this. Because I want to make sure I'm coherent with what I want to say. When you said about Phyrexians, right? When we had Dominaria United, Brothers War, All Will Be One, March the Machines, those sets sold. They made money because the story was good, the cards were solid, and they were doing really cool things.
Really interesting, really cool mechanics, like really like everything, like, and it was like everything was pretty even, and like it feel like it was play tested. Like some of these sets were coming out with like all I could think of is like the Fallout set. Like my buddy who's super into Magic, he didn't get any of the Fallout ones. And he's like, how are they're super weak. He got the Mothman deck. He hasn't played it, but he's like, that is the strongest deck by far. Like the other ones like are just can't compete.
I mean, that's the thing. Is like we've played a couple times with your deck. That's and I've played against Bubo with his Mothman deck, and that shit beats the hell out of me.
Yeah.
You know, so
maybe I suck, but like it's just like Mothman.
Yeah, Mothman.
I don't know. It's just it's
getting to the point where you're seeing, and like, of course, during the March of the Machine stuff, I don't remember if that was when Lord of the Rings came out. I don't remember exactly fully timeline. I don't have it here.
It was like March of the Machines, Lord of the Rings, and then March of the Machines, that weird set they came out with after. That little mini set.
So like there was Universes Beyond around the same time is kind of what I'm getting at. But it wasn't like it wasn't the main thing that was pushing the Magic market.
What was the first one they did? Warhammer, which was an I still love Warhammer. I have a few of them. I love the Warhammer decks.
The first one they did was Walking Dead. They did a Walking Dead Secret Lair. And that's what started the whole thing.
I saw
but the Warhammer was like the first big one that they did.
And that was just the Commanders. And like and they did a Commander, and then they did Special Edition Commander where they're all foil.
Yep. So
that's cool.
And this thing is like if you're a fan of Marvel, cool. If you're a fan of The Hobbit, cool. I mean, I have all the Lord of the Rings decks. I have all the Lord of the Rings scene boxes. Like I put money into the Lord of the Rings set. Like if you're fans of Star Trek, cool. Whatever the Universes Beyond set is going to be there, I don't know. At first, I thought that was going to be the Marvel one because it was a New York Comic-Con. So I thought that's what it was going to be. But now that isn't it, I have no clue what it's going to be. It's some people have been saying it's TMNT.
Which would be very cool, and New York would be a good spot to release that.
It would be. I just don't know if that's going to be a thing you could do a big.
All right. So, tangent. Like I just went to Granite State Comic Con, New Hampshire Comic Con. It's in Manchester. It's like the unofficial TMNT con.
Yes,
it's a huge. So this year, it wasn't as heavy as the presence as it usually is. Like last few years. There's one hall that's like 90% TMNT. It's like this whole room. It's all, but like this year it was about half. It was still, but like you think half of this room is all Teenage Mutant Turtles. But they didn't have any. They usually have like big names at this. Like the Last Ronin's is huge right now.
Yeah.
Still, and like they've had like the artists in the past few years. Like last 2 years they did. 2 years ago I got a signed copy with a drawing in it from the Last Ronin. It's very cool, but is from New Hampshire, so like TMNT was created in New Hampshire.
Yeah,
and it's a New York thing. I don't know. I just think it's funny. So New York, I like that would make sense. New York, TMNT.
It would. So so this is the thing is it's like we said, Lorwyn, we're going back to an old set that people love, people like. I was never a part of it. I didn't play during that time. So it's completely out of my depth. It looks cool, fantastic, awesome. Secrets of Strixhaven, it's a Harry Potter set. It's just within Magic World. It's going to do well. It did well the first time. It's going to do well the second time.
That one 100% makes sense why they're going back to it.
Yes.
I'm surprised they haven't gone back to D&D yet.
I'm surprised as well, to be honest.
Like a full D&D.
I think that's probably going to be a 2027 thing, maybe.
Yeah. Because even like the D&D decks right now, I have a buddy who has an open one. He's like real, and he doesn't play Magic. He was my buddy who I was telling you about, and he's like really on the fence about selling one because it's like it's worth $400 right now.
Yeah, it's stupid how much money those things are worth.
And those cards, I love those cards. I love the art on them.
And then Reality Fracture, they just overhyped the hell out of it during this. All I knew going into this was that they were saying this is the big event. This is the finale of the event. This is the whole finale of the Metronome arc. But this is the thing is, and like I said, like when you have multiple sets, like we just had Edge of Eternities, and before Edge of Eternities even came out, they were already previewing Spider-Man and Avatar. Like it's hard for me to feel invested in a product and in a storyline when the company is making it obvious through the marketing that they don't care. Now, that's a harsh thing to say, and I could be 100% wrong with that. But like I said, though, Edge of Eternities on release day or right before release week, they're already previewing the next 2 sets that aren't within Magic World, the Universes Beyond things.
You know what I don't like too? The one thing about price they mentioned, the entire thing, was for the standard decks.
Yep.
Like they have the MSRP. Like, why don't they just set an MSRP for things? Like, why don't they just do that? Like, it's like that. Like, once they switch that whole thing where they're like, we're not setting the price anymore. Like, so even like the standard, like the starter decks, which are a very cool thing. We both have the starter deck packs. Like, those are always MSRP. Like you can buy 2 decks that are just fun to play with, and it's $20. Like that's a very approachable thing for Magic. Like it's still a good thing, but like to go from that, you're like, hey, I got these full decks. To like go like, okay, maybe I'll get some boosters. Oh, boosters are like $10 a piece now. Sometimes 8. And then we go like, oh, like, hey, maybe I get a cooler card. How much are those? $70? What do we like?
Well, and it's crazy now that you said as well, because I didn't even think about that. But like, think about this that you just said, right? Well, they said that the decks, those 2, the Pirates, it was Pirates and Angels, right? And you said they said that those are MSRP for what, $23 or something like that?
It was around that, yeah. It was like 23.
I was gonna say I can look.
It might have been like $23.99. It was like maybe it was a win.
I can look real quick on pre-order because they're still on here because they haven't sold. $23.99 for each one of them. But the thing about that though, $23.99 for each one of those. Every starter kit that you and me have bought
is the same price.
It's $20 for 2 decks.
Yeah, I think my Final Fantasy one was $23. I think it was like a number like that.
Yeah, but still, like it's when you're doing starter kits that are the same price for 2 decks, and now you're saying, hey, here's a standard legal deck that is within universe for the same price for just one of them. I don't know.
Maybe they're good. I mean, you saw. Said there's some cool. They said there's some good cards in there. I don't know. I like it. Might like they are literally setting a value for these cards. It's not even like how good are they are, how rare they are. They're like, nope, this is how much this card costs.
And and this is just beating a dead horse at this point because every single Magic creator, every single Magic player has said this within the past couple years. The Universes Beyond is killing Magic. The problem is though is that this next year it genuinely could. Because there's already people out there that are saying that they're gonna slowly stop playing Magic because of it.
On a pure surface level, it's a very cool thing. Like you have this game you like playing, then you have this crossover with this IP that you're like, oh, I love this IP. I love The Hobbit. I love Lord of the Rings. I love Star Trek. Like, in theory, like it's awesome. Like the whole thing we talked about the other week with Avatar. Like it's just that like I love Avatar. It's one of my favorite series of all time.
Yeah.
And it's just that like I am just priced out of it. I have a job. I have money. I'm like I can't justify spending that money. And I'm like,
I mean, if I look at, and of course I'm gonna do this and just see because who the hell like if I'll actually be able to find it. But like if I go on to TCG Player, right, well known thing. I'm just going to type in Toph real quick, because this is the only way I know how to get to the Avatar stuff, because otherwise it's just a nightmare to try to get to. High to low. Alright, right now, DeNutte, if you would like to buy the bundle, just the bundle, on TCG Player, It is $130 to $150 for the bundle. If you would like to buy a pre-release for, let's see, Azula, Zuko, Toph, Aang, or Katara, that's going to run you $100. The scene boxes are going to run you $100. A collector booster pack is going to run you $80. The beginner box is listed for $50 to $55. Meanwhile, you can go on Amazon right now and buy it for $30.
I just looked to see if because I pre-ordered. We talked about this.
A play booster pack is $20. Just a regular booster.
So Avatar, the Play Booster box is sold out now on Amazon.
Yep. You were able to pull the trigger before it did, right?
Yeah, I did. I pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? It is going to sell out.
Yeah, and this is the thing, is like, it's, I like you said, I think it is cool. I think the fans of these IPs, it's great for them to have this. My big issue is that this year we have 4 sets that are not Magic. And then you're trying to now tell me that I need to get excited for this massive event that's been building over the last 3 or 4 years, which, by the way, has been some of the worst years for Magic. I don't care what they say. It's been some of the worst for Magic. And I'm supposed to be really excited because we have Reality Fracture. That's going to be this massive event that they're trying to overhype. Like, I got my house.
I'm looking at the font for the Reality Fracture, and it's like the same font and like blurriness as like the convention packs they release.
Yeah. I just at this point, I love Magic. I'm doing something special for Husky Opens next year with Magic. I'm not going to announce it yet because it is still a work in progress, because Jesus Christ. Financially, it's going to be a nightmare to do, but I think it'll be really fun to do. But this is not sustainable for the average Magic player. And this is the thing, if you are the average Magic player, don't feel bad if you need to skip a set or two. The problem is, though, is that most sets that people are going to skip in this are going to be the in-universe stuff, and not the Universe Beyond stuff. It's hard. It's going to be hard to tell people, hey, don't buy Marvel. Hey, don't buy The Hobbit. Right? Like, that's going to be hard to tell people, because you know in each one of those sets they're going to do like a 1 of 1, or there's only 500 of this card, or there's only this many of this card, or there's
like,
this special
I love
version
The Hobbit. Why wouldn't I buy it?
Why wouldn't I buy The Hobbit versus Lorwyn, which I never went to because I've only been playing for the last 5 years, and I've never been there before.
Yeah, you're like, I don't know anything about Strixhaven or Lorwyn. And like, especially if you're new, like you're like, but I know Star Trek. I know Marvel. I play Marvel Rivals all the time.
Exactly. So this is where I'm at. And like I said, I was thinking about making this into a short, a little behind the scenes for everybody. But there's no chance I'll be able to, because this is all over the place and I'm editing all this. I think this next year is going to be very telling for Magic.
It's like, how do you, like, all right, so you think about it, like Foundation, right? Foundation was such like a good idea. You go to the local game store, they don't even have Foundation stuff anymore.
Nope.
And so like, you're like, oh, this is going to set the tone for the next couple of years. You think that like that is something they would always have. Like some of the bigger ones still have Foundation. Like there are some, like you go to, like you look at game stores, like some are huge. Like there's one in the town I was from where it was like huge. They have everything. Like they still have Warhammer stuff. Like they somehow, I think they just get stuff and they just buy and sell stuff all the time. Mm-hmm. And they're always picking stuff up. But like if you go to like a local neighborhood, there's one that I'll take you to probably by me, and like they has the best prices around, but they're small. So like whatever they get, that's just what they get. So like. I went in there with my buddy. He wanted to check something out, and he's like, "What about like these? Like they had a bunch of commander decks, but they had probably 10 commander decks, not a bunch. They had 10." Yeah. He's like, "Which one's good?" I'm like, "Honestly, I don't know any of these, because they're like these like they're almost like one-offs. Like I don't like." Before I kept up, I'm like, this one's really strong. Like people love this one, but like this one, I'm like, I don't know anything.
And that's the thing. Is like it's getting to the point where it's hard to keep up with all of this now.
Yeah.
And then when you release 7 products this next year, I mean, like I said, like this isn't sustainable for the average player. It isn't. Like, I'm all for having products come out throughout the year, but like this isn't sustainable.
No.
And
it is sustainable. That's the funny thing, because they're going to make money on it.
Oh,
It's not like,
and that's the worst part. Is like they're gonna make money because, and we all know why, because scalpers are gonna buy up.
because I mean, like, look at Pokemon. You know anyone that plays Pokemon?
No, and
Really?
that's the worst part. Is like we're starting to see people coming into the Magic community that don't play Magic and are only buying Magic so they can resell it because they know because it's hard to get Pokemon now. So now they're coming to Magic, and that's literally what's happening. And they know they can because, like we just said, Marvel, The Hobbit, Star Trek, Avatar, Spider-Man. These are sets that are going to sell. Like the Spider-Man set sucks, apparently. I've been hearing that across the board.
There's
it's
some
the worst
cool
set.
cards, but like
it's the worst set across the board, and like prices have gone like from like a collector booster being almost $1,000 to it tanking to like almost $500 now. Sort of thing, which I find hilarious because if you're spending $1,000 on 12 packs, then you need to get your brain checked. But it's hard to be excited anymore. Like the only reason why I'm excited right now is there's 2 things I'm excited for this next year: Strixhaven, because I can put my Silver Quill deck that I've been working on for the last year. Now officially I can put it on hold, even though it's been on hold. But I can put it on hold because now there's going to be a set that comes out.
Yeah, I don't need to search more. More's coming out.
Yeah, more's coming out, so I can add to it, right? So I can make it better. And then the other thing is that, and this is just a side thing, I hope there's a Luna Snow card because I like playing Luna Snow and Marvel Rivals. So I'd like there to be a Luna Snow card. Is it going to be? Probably not. But I already know I'm going to get. I'm apparently getting Squirrel Girl. Has, but that's my thing. Is like
you're getting a Squirrel Girl, so
it's hard for me to get excited.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, bro, I'm priced out of Magic. Like,
yeah. And that's the worst part. Is like it never used to be like this. It never used to be like this. It never used to be a thing where you were priced out of this game.
It was always like, yeah, I'm gonna get stuff from this or I'm not. Now it's like, do I love it enough to spend the money on it?
Yeah. It's I don't. It's hard for me to see the amount of people online that have this same opinion that we're having right now, and for them to not be seeing this and be thinking, oh shit. Because like I said, I genuinely do believe that 2026 is going to be a breaking point for Magic. Because we've kind of hit all of the big things now. And if we're still going to do 3 and 3, what the hell is 2027 going to show us?
Yeah.
I'm my final thing. I will die on this hill. I think we should go back to a block a year, one big Universes Beyond set, one Commander only set for Universes Beyond. That's it. That should be every single year. Have everything else be secret layers. Oh, by the way, that's the other thing I can't show you because they didn't put it in the preview panel. They did a whole separate thing for this. Secret layer, PlayStation.
I like that.
So you have what were the main cards? You have Aloe from the robot dinosaur game there. She has her own, and these aren't Aloy. Okay.
Yeah.
These aren't like these are. Oh, so let me do this real quick. Let me get. I can.
I actually haven't looked at any secret layer stuff in forever. There's actually some really cool Spider-Man ones right now.
Oh no, there are. There's a lot of really cool ones. The lands for the Spider-Man one looks really cool. Yeah, if you look up the cards there, there's Kratos. There's like 2 different versions of Kratos. There's.
Oh, they still have the KEXP one. I almost bought that a while back, and I might still buy that.
I'm trying to think what the other one was. There was another big one for secret. Okay, maybe it might help if I spell secret right. Secret layer. This has also been going on a lot longer than I wanted it to, and I'm sorry.
Oh, they have a Ghost set?
Oh, Dwight is getting a whole set of Secret Lair cards.
Dwight?
Dwight from The Office.
Okay, you know what? I thought that's what you meant, and I was like,
Yeah, so like Ellie, Abby, Joel, Kratos, Atreus, Jin, Sakai, the Ghost of Tsushima,
okay, yeah,
Nathan Drake, Aloe, a bunch of Jaws cards, like an original Jaws card, I do believe that is.
that's cool.
Here's all the Dwight stuff.
Did I see a Furby on back
Yep,
there?
Furby has a full... Oh, that's not Furby. Where's the Furby stuff right here? Furby has a full treatment of cards.
It's cursed Furby.
Yep.
Let's go back. What's the one holding the guy holding the hand one in his hand? Yeah.
Fatal Push, Venom, Secret Lair. Yeah, it's a Venom right there. Venom. So these are all just cards that have a Venom like treatment to them or Venom.
I just saw the black and white, and I was like, "What is that?"
But yeah, no, like this is something else they released. So like we have a bunch of Secret Lair stuff like Kratos, Ghost of Tsushima, Kratos, like Furby, like and like. So yeah, we've ranted enough. Final thoughts.
I don't know, we'll see. Let's see what the in 2 weeks what the new release is.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, that's when I'm going to be down with you. So,
oh, that's right. You are. Yeah, that's right. You are going to be here. That's right.
So, we might better get it like a little live reaction thing I can post up.
Yeah, I mean, I think we might try to record a podcast in person. We'll do a living room pod.
Maybe. Yeah. So, final thoughts. You said 2 weeks. We'll find out.
I don't know. I'm like, I don't know, man. It's just funny because like I'm not as big into Magic as you are, and I'm not just saying that. I'm just like because I've just been like, I don't know, it's so much like
you've been slowly
those sets that I'm interested in. They're like, I'm not interested enough to spend that money, and then like Avatar, I'm finally super interested in a set, and I'm like, I can't like. I ordered a play booster box, like, and I've never ordered a box before, so
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say this right now. You're gonna love it because it's like
I am gonna love it.
Getting your first box is kind of wild. From like I just spent that much money on a box. That hurts. But like opening it up and getting it, especially like with you saying like you love Avatar, so you're gonna love it. I did it with March Machines. I did it when I was in high school. I split one with a buddy. We bought a 7th edition.
Was Ragavan in Marching Machines? Was that Marching Machine? Okay, so you got 2 Ragavans, which is like pretty crazy.
Yeah, because I got Ragavan in the bundle. That was right around tax season, so I had the money, and I was like, "Hey, maybe I just pull the trigger. I do like this set, like that sort of thing." And I did. My thing is this: as DeNutte said earlier, really well. Magic is now being priced out. It's no longer a casual thing at this point. And like I said, I genuinely think 2026 is going to be a make or break year for Magic. No, not financially. I ain't talking financially. I'm talking about within the community.
They're gonna make so much money.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like they're gonna make so much money, and it's only gonna get worse.
Scalpers will pick up all these cards. Yeah. Magic's been paid. Like they've been paid. Like it's fine. Like they'll be fine.
My whole thing for make and break is within the community. Because it is getting to a point now where you're also starting to see bigger creators taking shots at smaller creators. You're seeing bigger creators now making very bold statements that are outlandish. You're seeing these like these pre-orders vanish within like 5 minutes of them going live because scalpers, bots, and just.
I think it's crazy. Like the only place you can buy these is like Amazon. I think that's absolutely bonkers. Like, I just think it's. I think it like.
I've been doing
it's so crazy.
I've been doing pre-orders on Amazon since Lord of the Rings, and I've gotten every single set until Avatar, because the Avatar set literally sold out within 5 minutes. And I'm not even joking. Like it was literal 5 minutes, because I was at work and I was trying to get signal while at work, and I couldn't get signal. By the time I did get signal at work, everything was sold out. And by me getting signal, I mean I walked out of work. I told my boss, I was like, I'll be back in 5. And I literally walked to the bank. So I was actually like in an area that had some sort of signal. And gone.
Yeah, we've all been there. Like I gotta do this. I like concert tickets. I've done that with concert tickets. I'm like, I gotta go buy this thing.
Yeah, like I came back. She was kind of pissed at me because I said it and just left. But it was at the end of the day as well. So, but when I told her, I was like, I'm literally doing something where it's either I spend $30 right now, or in 2 months I might be able to get it for $150. And she kind of was like, wait, what? And I was like, yeah. And I went and showed her some of the stuff, and she's like, oh shit, yeah, no. If anything like that happens again, just.
She's like, you fucking nerd.
Yeah, well, no, well, like her husband does sports cards.
Oh,
so she kind of,
okay.
she kind of
she's
gets
like,
it.
oh, okay.
She kind of
all
gets
right.
it, yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I hate it, but I understand it.
Yeah. That's my thing. Is that Magic is slowly becoming a thing that is no longer a casual thing. I think this next year is going to be massively telling.
Oh man, I'm just thinking. I have two pre-order nerd things right now. I just pre-ordered a Star Wars helmet.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And I think that we're going to see within the next year. I think we're going to see more and more of the bigger creators taking shots at smaller creators, because that's the new thing now. So that's where we're at. So let me know down in the comments down below what you think. What do you think of the preview panel? What do you think of the cards they showed? What did you guys think of all of the announcements? What is your overall opinions? Do you agree with us? Do you not agree with us? Whatever it is, let us know down in the comments down below. We love you guys for spending the time watching this with us. And as always, depending on where you are, morning, afternoon, even night, stay safe, and we'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.